can never do enough for family caregivers.
In my work, I see a lot of caregivers who are on duty 24/7 and are tired and have stopped doing things for themselves.
Dementia and other illnesses of aging can be really difficult to deal with alone.
It is huge to these caregivers. 4 hours is so huge.
You can't really explain how much you get back, you know, in giving to somebody else. It's very rewarding.
And I had Parkinson's, so it's something we may face ourselves.
Volunteers are the lifeblood of all nonprofits.
I think people should donate or consider donating because of the desperate need. So, let me tell you a little bit about One Source-Empowering Caregivers. It was built on a promise that I made to a dear friend of mine. I was helping a friend of mine with her husband who was getting ready to pass, and I would sit and visit him daily and just spend time in the room with him. And one day when I was there, he woke up. And he was contemplating his life. And he said, you know, when I get better, I think we should start a business to help caregivers in Yvonne's situation. And I said, we will. And he pulled me in closer and he said, promise me. And I said, Craig, I promise you. Well, shortly thereafter, he passed away. And I thought about that promise all the time for about 2 years. And then this wonderful idea came, and I got all these wonderful people together in our community. We had these meetings, and this organization is a result of all of those people coming forward to help out and create this manual and this program so that we can go out and serve these caregivers who are overwhelmed and need our support. These caregivers who are caring for loved ones 24/7, they really need our help. So thank you so much for stepping forward and being a part of this wonderful organization. We couldn't do it without you. Welcome. My name is Donna Ribley, and I'm the Executive Director of One Source-Empowering Caregivers, a nonprofit in Nevada County that provides free respite to caregivers who are caring for their loved ones 24/7 at home. We have an amazing group of individuals who have stepped forward to be a part of this organization, and I would love for you to learn about our wonderful and amazing volunteer care specialists.
So I am now on my second client, and they are a dream. They are definitely the epitome of love, and I really am honored and just blessed to be able to volunteer and share time in their home and with each of them and giving her a bit of relief.
The training was excellent and very thorough. But when you really get into an assignment, it's so different. It's a personal one-on-one. And within just 2 or 3 visits, you know you are helping them. They look at you as a fresh face, as a new voice that doesn't mind hearing the same story umpteen times. And you have the patience and the interest, and so I always come away so satisfied that I have truly brightened someone's day. And that's almost selfish, but it's what keeps you going and makes it so rewarding.
Well, when I first heard about the organization, I actually cried because it's what my father would have needed to have had. He was caring for my mother's with Alzheimer's and he burned out and he took his own life. And it has taken me many years to get to the place that I can actually now volunteer because I'm too emotionally caught up in that. But I realized so much the need for that. Caregivers just burn out too easily. There's just so much put on them. They've lost their partner that helps them and supports them in their emotional stuff. Plus they have to do things for 2 people. Again, and it's just so much that I knew that I had to step up and do something and be a part of this wonderful organization that you've created.
What was really heartening for me in my trying to communicate clearly and become a companion to the care recipient was his wife, who was the main caretaker for him, of course, would approach me and say how happy she was that he was happy. That when he and I were doing things together, she could see him smile, see him react, and that just made her so happy. It was kind of unexpected because everything up to that point had relied just on her, what she could do, what she could come up with, and what a relief for her, you know, and what a joy to experience as well. So very pleased about that.
It's a family, and it's people came together with their hearts, and they all had the same heart of wanting to give to these people. A lot of them had been caregivers for family members that had passed. Some of them had never done this before at all, but the camaraderie and again the Donna and Harriet and all of the board members have made sure that it's a safe environment, that it's an education, that it's loving, and it's a wonderful, if you have 4 hours a week to give, I highly recommend. You're going to get so much back than you're going to give, because it gives me goosebumps just thinking about what the experience is.
I just recently retired from Hospice at the Foothills in Grass Valley, a wonderful organization to work for, and helped a lot of people at bedside as a nurse. So the joy that I felt was out of that work was helping people be comfortable in conversation and mostly, you know, the family, talking with the families too. So then when I retired, I heard about you guys and I saw that I could come and continue the best part of nursing with you all.
Now I'd like to share a little bit about our volunteer care specialist training. We provide a very comprehensive, informative training, 22 hours, and we have wonderful, generous volunteer instructors who are experts in their fields who help us with this training program. So I'm going to introduce them to you now. Harriet Totten is our incomparable MC for the training, and she introduces most of the instructors and oversees the agenda. Cindy Cooper, registered nurse for 25 years in hospice, crucial care, and emergency medicine. Kristen Whitehead, registered nurse of 30 years, worked at Stanford Medical Center. Judith Ashley, who has written 2 books on caregiving and a certified reality therapist. Dylan Hendricks and Virginia Ryan, both attorneys at law who specialize in elder legal matters. Havlin Kern, who is our humorous CPR instructor. Carolyn Seiler, a new instructor with us, focuses on the home visit portion of our training program. We have Jaree Waller, who teaches our cultural sensitivity module and one of the founders of Freed. And Barbara Larson, who's an expert in the aging brain. We have the best instructors in Nevada County who come in and teach our training program to our volunteer care specialists to get them ready to go into homes. They are amazing experts in their field, very accomplished, and we are so grateful. We couldn't do it without them, that's for sure. They are the training program. So thank you so much to all of our wonderful instructors. You know, the volunteer care specialists are the lifeline of our organization, but we have these wonderful individuals behind the scenes that are providing so much support to One Source-Empowering Caregivers. So I just wanted to introduce you a little bit to these individuals and please enjoy the video.
Hi, I'm Harriet Totten, Volunteer Coordinator for One Source-Empowering Caregivers. And in that role as coordinator, my job is to help conduct volunteer interviews, help place the volunteers with their caregivers, review their monthly visit notes and do any follow-up that's necessary, and I provide support during training. And the reason I got involved with this organization is because when Donna first approached me about the idea, my mom was about 90 years old, and I knew that at some point I would be involved in her care. And so I looked at this as an opportunity not only to help people in our community, but to also be able to learn what my eventual role as a caregiver might be like. And that meant a lot to me then, and it means even more to me now.
Hi, I'm Flo Fahrenheit. I'm a local artist, and I am the co-chair of the One Source-Empowering Caregivers Gala Art Auction. I am really supportive of One Source-Empowering Caregivers because as an artist, I never know what my financial future will be. I know that I want to work hard now to keep One Source live and well, so in the case I need it in the future, or you do, it will be there.
You know, I always think of that cement trucks you see out on the highway, find a need and fill it. And you have found a need and you are just starting to fill what is a huge need here. And I'm helping fill that need too. And that fills a need in me. You know, most volunteers are altruistic. We have a need to give back to the community, and I feel like I'm doing that in a big way by bringing some money in and helping you do your work.
We're so grateful for your help, Sarah.
I'm so grateful to you and what you bring to my life.
Hi, I'm Carl. I'm a volunteer here at OSEC. I work on the website and do work with data entry and sort of streamline some of their paperwork processes. And it's a good organization to work for because everybody gets old, and it's nice to help out people as they get older.
You've been calling the caregivers that we're serving every month and talking to them. Tell me some of the things that they've been telling you.
Well, I'd say 100% of those who have caregivers coming regularly are totally, incredibly appreciative and say it has made a huge difference in their lives, in the patients' lives, in their well-being in general. They just say thank you, thank you.
Hi, I'm Tom Durkin. If you've read about One Source-Empowering Caregivers in the newspaper, or if you've seen posts and videos on Facebook, I probably did them. For the last 2 years, it's been an honor and a privilege to work with these wonderful, wonderful people. I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you.
This next segment is about the caregivers, and that's what this organization is all about. Caregivers, serving caregivers at home. We get many letters, too many for me to read right now, but I do want to give you a little introduction about the caregivers on our video. The first one is Yvonne Doctor, and her husband Craig was the catalyst for us to begin this organization and get this into our community to help caregivers. Yvonne's going to talk a little bit about the stress of caregiving. The next caregiver to speak is Sharon Kreis, and she's going to speak about how when Sue Flynn, her volunteer care specialist, would come and relieve her and her husband were able to just go out and have a dinner together, something that they hadn't been able to do for a long time. And the last caregiver to speak to you is Julie Holmes Ball, and she's a former caregiver, and she'll speak about how joyful it was when George Grisp, haphazard from KVMR, would go and spend time with them and just share the day together. And it gave her a sense of relief and joy and just this time that she got to spend with her loved one, getting sustainable help and care. So enjoy this segment and know that these individuals are the reasons why we're out there in the community serving them, holding them up where they're at so that they can get the help they need so they don't get too overwhelmed or too overburdened with the responsibility of caregiving. Thank you so much. Please enjoy.
It's intense, and it was just intense, and it was an out-of-body experience, really. And toward the end, it was actually a very profound experience. But you just power through what you have to do, and sometimes you get, it takes a toll on your immune system, and it did on mine. I found that after Craig passed, my immune system just crashed, and I all of a sudden got shingles in my left eye. So it does. It's a stress. Is an insidious thing and takes its toll.
This opportunity that I have with her coming into the house gives my husband and I an opportunity to go out and do something together. So for the last year and a half, 2 years, when he goes out, I'm home. When I go out, he's home. Someone had to be here with Mom all the time. I didn't even know how much we were missing. Just getting out and being a couple together, not just at home, but getting out to do something together until we did that. And the first night, now sometimes we just go grocery shopping and go out and get a bite to eat. And it is very, very special. And it's very fun. I mean, how can grocery shopping be fun? When you don't do it with your husband for so many years, you know. So yeah, it gives me a chance to feel a little normalcy.
Oh, George was like an angel. He, when he would come, he made everybody happy. And when I was happy, Dennis was happy, because I'm like a person and a half with Dennis. And so part of my person helps Dennis to function. And so when George would come, I would feel so lightened and relieved that I was just happy. And then Dennis was happy, and then we were all happy. Having empowering caregivers come just made a huge difference for both Dennis and I. And it just, for a very hard situation, it brought us a lot of joy.
And finally, we've come to the segment where we talk about our amazing donors. We have so many, we can't mention all of them, but I would like to just share a little bit about each one that you're going to see. Reginald King, oh my gosh, he has provided this wonderful space for us to be able to reach out to our community. Thank you, Reg. And then of course there's Mark Straight and Julia Amaral, and they're very dear friends of mine, and they are probably our biggest donors in the community, and because of their generosity we have been able to continue keeping this program moving forward. We have Julie Ball Holmes that you'll see. She is a caregiver who was so touched by the service that was provided to her that she ended up starting to send us donation checks and contribute to One Source-Empowering Caregivers to help keep the program running. David and Lisa Johnson, who give so much to their community, and they'll talk a little bit about monthly contributions, how that might be helpful in supporting One Source-Empowering Caregivers. And then of course Melissa and John Adams, who not only provided support in other ways. John was our IT fellow who set up everything for the office, and Melissa provided the PowerPoint with Lisa Johnson on our training. So please enjoy these wonderful individuals who have been supporting One Source-Empowering Caregivers, and thank you all of the donors and very generous community that we live in. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much.
When I saw what you were doing locally, you know, I don't think you're getting a big salary. You know, you donate all this time and you need a place to work out of. I thought, wow, this could maybe serve your needs. And then also I know you've had Joan come out to be with my 101-year-old mother. She's going to be 102 a few months, and she refers to Joan as the ice cream lady. Joan makes ice cream and brings it out to her. So yeah, it's an awesome service that you're doing for this community. Amazing service. And the people that donate their time to be trained and then go out and do those things, that's really, really awesome. So we're really, really blessed to have you in this area, in this community.
We've known Donna Ribley for many years, and she was exceedingly passionate about One Source when she came to talk to us, and I guess she convinced us that we believe in her, and therefore we decided to help support her.
We didn't do it right away. We took a little while. We got to see what she was up to. We watched her get other people involved, to get the training program going. So we watched her process, and we were very impressed by how dedicated she was and how much effort she was putting in and how much it looked like she really had something that would work. So then we decided to give her some money to help her out, and she seems to be running with it. It's doing great. I think people should donate or consider donating because of the desperate need. No matter who you are, sooner or later you're going to be either needing to be cared for yourself or you're going to be caring for someone else. And this is a wonderful way to have someone help you be able to help your loved one. So I really encourage people to get involved to help the community and help themselves and help other friends and families.
I donated because I didn't have to pay anything. It didn't seem right not to pay for, ooh, that was a yellow jacket, such great services. And it was the right thing to do. So yeah, so I believe in what the organization is doing, empowering caregivers, and they really do. And so it would not have been right not to donate. So I did.
We do believe in contributing to our own local community. And since OSEC was just getting off the ground and you were working incredibly hard with a lot of support from friends and local people, we wanted to help get that going. We like donating monthly to organizations we feel are making a big contribution. And we both believe in this organization a great deal.
And we think, or at least I think, it's a service that is not really recognized very much by a lot of people because they're unaware of it, of the need for it. And once they become aware of it and they're told about how it works and why it's so important, then suddenly you realize what a valuable service it is to the community, and we appreciate that and like to support that kind of thing.
By giving monthly, it isn't a big hit at all, and it makes it easy for anybody who wants to give a little or a lot every month. It's pain-free, and it does make a big difference. So anybody who can give $5, $10, or as much as they want every month makes the organization run much more smoothly because OSEC can count on money coming in every month to help with the bills that pile up and also help the training and the volunteers.
I am involved because I know Donna, I know the integrity that she has, and I know a little bit about the integrity of the program as well, being involved with putting it together into a training program for the volunteers. So I'm very proud of that. I'm very happy that it's in our community, especially our community with the number of older people that live here.
I have a long history of giving to charitable organizations, and I rotate them from time to time, and I have a preference for donating to people locally, people that I know the commitment, I know their love for what they're doing. And in this case, I have a personal relationship to the need, because my mother took care of my grandmother in her house, as most of us saying, her stepmother took care of her father. I've got several people that have been in hospice recently. So it's something it's in my phase of life, if you want to look at it that way. And I have Parkinson's, so it's something we may face ourselves. Well, I sort of believe in pay it forward. You know, you're gonna get what you put in. And these people are doing it out of the love of what they're doing. And you may need it because of desperate times. And it's a match that needs to happen. And we can help it. We can help that happen.
Okay! Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you've learned a little bit more about One Source Empowering Caregivers, and maybe it's provoked something in you to get involved, whether that's donating to our cause or becoming a volunteer care specialist or working in the office. We need help and we need you. But most of all, I hope you enjoyed learning more about One Source Empowering Caregivers. We couldn't do it without all of the supporters that support One Source Empowering Caregivers. So thanks to everyone, all the volunteers, all the donors, all the instructors, everyone who's involved in One Source Empowering Caregivers. Seriously, we couldn't do it without you, and the caregivers are so grateful.
Should I sit up here so her eyes are up higher?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mind?
No.
Okay.
No.
I have shorts on, by the way.
Which?
I do.
Because you're a decent gal, huh?
That's right.
And we've been rolling that whole time.
Oh, really? Great. Glad I didn't pick my nose.
Blah, 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 blah. And then she said blah, blah, blah.
And what was really affirming was when his wife,
Yeah.
I do that on the radio too, rewind.
Take 3.
And then hi, I'm Harriet Totten, the volunteer coordinator for One Source-Empowering Caregivers. I help recruit volunteers who then become one of...
Take 92.
Hi,
Hi.
Because everybody gets old, and it's nice to help out people as they get older.
One take wonder, aren't you?
Yeah.
Just relax. You know, we got plenty of room in the cart.
This year we started in February for an October event. Sorry. Okay, here I go. Hi, I'm Flo Fahrenheit, a local artist, and I'm the co-chair of the
I'm getting great outtake stuff.
Yeah, great, thanks. Hi.
So is there any chance that I'm going to be recording this in sync? It surely doesn't look like it. Oh, not even close.
Also to give him, to take care of him at home. I forgot. I don't know what I meant to say right there. You know.
This is an editor.
Yes.
Thank God there's an editor.
Yeah. No, if you blow something, just start over. Wait a second or two and start over.
Yeah, just if you get through thing, that way he, like if you say, I joined the club because Donna was dancing naked.
Oh, I love that. That's a keeper.
So she can edit out that pause. Edit out that pause. And if you, so, oh, I didn't mean to say Donna's kind of naked. I meant to say because Donna was such an open, loving person. And then you can edit that in. So you can take out the mistake and put the thing in as long as you leave a gap.
Thank you so much.
Excellent. We'll try it one more time just for fun.
No, certified and trained in first aid.
It's your turn. I know. I didn't get to this part. Oh, I see. Oh,
Our volunteers... Our volunteers often tell us now that they are finding unexpected personal joy in volunteering. Our volunteers are all right, I'll save that for the when we do it in separately because she needs to be a mile away from me. Our volunteers are telling us that they find an unexpected personal joy in helping others. It's unexpected because they come to us just wanting to give back.
Most of the volunteers say that they came forward thinking that they were just going to give back to their community, but they're gleaning so much more from these programs.
I just said that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I'm sorry. Often volunteers tell us that they find unexpected.
Okay, 3 times?
I'm sorry.
It's okay, we're going to do this again.
We need you. Yay.
Yeah, we're still recording.
And we love, how do you do that? Oh. We love you and we love our volunteers. So our training is intensive, it's extensive, and it's a lot of fun. We make it a lot of fun.
How could you not have fun with the 2 of us? I mean, really.
Really? You look beautiful.
Oh yeah, you say that.
No, I'm not kidding.
You say that.
Hi, Tom.